Welcome viewers to episode 1 of the Australian Rainbow Fish Expedition 2019, the Wet Tropics. I'm Jason, your host, and you're watching Total Tropicals TV. Now, if you live here in Australia, on either the eastern coast, northern or northwestern coast of Australia, you most likely have at least one species of rainbow fish within just a kilometre or two of your own homes. Me personally, I have the crimson spotted rainbow, Melanotania jubilaei, just within a brief walking distance from here. Now here in Australia, the rainbow fish has been a long time staple in the aquarium hobby. However, in the past decade, the rainbow fish have taken the international aquarium community by storm. Many enthusiasts in both America, Canada and Europe are now dedicating tanks to this group of fish. This series is dedicated to those international enthusiasts to give them the opportunity to see these fish live and in their natural biotypes underwater. I assume by the time we go to editing, episode 1 will consist mostly of the logistics of getting there, setting up camp, etc. But we do want to share the full journey with you, so please bear with us. The fish are coming, I promise you, and I also promise you some world firsts and some amazing footage of these fish in their natural habitat, filmed in high definition. Now it's time for us to do the final check off on our equipment and make our way to the airport. Okay, the Eagle has landed. We've just touched down in the city of Cairns for the first leg of our journey. I'd just like to take this opportunity to introduce my son. This is Conan. He'll be my assistant on this trip, and he'll also be what's called my spotter. Now, what is a spotter? It's actually quite an important job, and you'll learn about that in coming episodes. To my left, standing at 922 metres above sea level, is the famous Welsh Pyramid. We have now picked up our camper van and we're heading to location 1. Welcome to our first location. We're at the famous national park of the Uvangi Swamp. Now, I talked to you earlier about a young fella playing a role called spotter. That's why. They're everywhere up here. Now,
I brought you up here. We can't collect here because it is national park, but I just wanted to show you some very important habitat. Now, this is actually nesting grounds for the estuarine or saltwater crocodile, Crocodylus porosus, and also two very famous aquarium fish occur here in this area. They being the Maccullochi rainbow, Melanitania maccullochi, and Pseudomugil Gertrude, which is the spotted blue eye, tiny little thing. Okay, so I'll just pan it around so you can have a look. We can't get down to the water's edge here. About 2 meters from the water back to the bank is actually floating vegetation, and you'll sink, and guess who will be waiting for you. So we're not going to go in, but I'll just pan around and show you this area, and we might have a look at some of the outlying creeks that drain into this floodplain and see what we can find there outside the park. Okay, so I'll just pan you around so you can have a look.
The water here is heavily silted. Vegetation consists of water lilies, bordered with both para and tussock grass, and is fringed with paperbark eucalyptus trees. In the distance is Mount Bartle Frere, standing at 1,611 metres above sea level. It is Queensland's highest mountain, adorned in cloud forest and its own atmosphere. This magnificent bird, adorned in purple, is the Australasian swamp hen, Porphyrio melanotus. Right, having scouted this location for several hours, we only located one small slow-flowing stream. There was one inhabitant, a very nondescript small species. We didn't bother to investigate any further, and I'm now regretting that decision. Now we've left that site, it dawned on me I was actually looking at Melanitania maccullochi, McCulloch's dwarf rainbow. Well, we're not going back to that location. It is stinking hot. We've got to get out of here. We're going to head up now to a beautiful spot called Josephine Falls. We're going to have a quick swim and cool down, and then we're going to set up base camp for the night. In future episodes, we get wet. We swim with rainbow fish, blue eyes, and others. Click subscribe and the notification bell to keep up to date. Total Tropicals TV, species profiles, product reviews, collecting in the wild, field trips, retail tours, fish room tours, interviews, unboxings, do-it-yourself tutorials, meet your local clubs and societies, conventions and auctions. Like, share, subscribe.